Miguel Arreola. How you guys doing? How you doing, brother?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm good, man. I'm good. Thanks for doing the show. Actually, I love your channel. So I'm honored that to have you on the show, man. Appreciate it.
Thank you. I would have loved to be there in person because I like you have the best Mexican food in Taiwan, and
Yes.
I live far, so it's always like an hour and a half journey to get there. So like I make it a special event. Like today is Mexican food day, and then I head over to Eddy's.
I appreciate that, man. Yeah, I mean, like I'm telling all the people that we're doing remotely like this. Once things open up again, I'll have you back in, and we'll do it right. But you know, your camera looks great, man. I can't complain. You're looking fantastic, bro.
Thank you. Also, a video content creator, so I got the setup. It's very fortunate.
No, it's great, man. Are you have like a home office? Is that where you do your videos at? Or
yeah, it's a pretty small space in Wanhua.
Okay.
Yeah, it's an interesting area because if you know the Wanhua area,
it's famous now.
yeah, it's famous with good reason for what goes on in the area. But you know, the affordable housing, exactly. A nicer place at an affordable rate.
Sorry, I forgot to turn that on. My bad. But yeah, no, I love your channel. You're doing a lot of traveling. So for those of you that don't know, Full Value Dan is a YouTube channel that does it's based in Taiwan. We're doing traveling, we're doing different sort of money hacks, money tips, and I think recently it's a lot of crypto, right?
It is,
and I love that. Yeah. So
that's where the audience is.
Yeah. So yeah. Why did you? I mean, you were doing some videos which were great. Sorry, my wife is lining the hell out of me. Let me turn that thing off. Yeah. Okay. And you recently switched to crypto. So what caused that, man?
So I've been in crypto since 2016, and
oh, nice.
I didn't really think like, oh yeah, I could just make videos on crypto, even though I was already watching existing videos and I was using all the different platforms. I was still trying to figure out an online hustle so I can make some money while in Taiwan. Otherwise, I've just kind of been living off investments, and it was kind of hard to find a remote job. So I started creating content on YouTube, started with travel, then I moved into some finance stuff because I'm like a big credit card nerd. I really love the cash back, the sign-up bonuses.
I love that.
Taking advantage of all that. Yeah. And crypto was starting to pick up, made some crypto videos. That got a lot of views. I was like, all right, just keep making crypto videos.
I think it seems that there's more and more crypto content creators coming out. And I mean, some of these channels, they just blow up. And I think that crypto, I think to more to the crypto sort of nerds and stuff like that. Like I'd like to say I am one. It's not an insulting term. I love crypto. And I think that some of these channels are growing so quickly, and there's a lot of channels out there. Some are really great, like Coin Bureau, right? Something like that.
I love that.
Fantastic. That guy's production quality is amazing.
Yeah.
But there's other ones that are maybe not so good, and there's kind of like some dodgy ones, let's say.
Yeah.
But man, your stuff is great. I can remember one right off the top of my head was creating your own coin.
Yeah,
which is amazing, man. Yeah, I mean, I saw that video and I was thinking, I'm gonna ask him, is it that easy? Because
it is.
I mean, that'd be so cool. I'd love to have my own coin. Yeah.
But at the same time, since it's so easy to make a coin, there's so many scam coins out there that it's very easy for people to lose money in a very risky investment because, you know, it's the internet. Not everybody is honest on the internet.
I think every day I get Facebook texts or Facebook like friend requests from like these pictures of like absolutely gorgeous women, and they're just like, hey, and then you scroll down, and they have like emojis in their description. If there's emojis in the name or the description, I don't even look at it. It's just it's gone. Yeah.
The same thing here. I get a lot of emails from not the most reputable coins. Like a coin that came out this week is like, yeah, we've been around for a while and we want to promote something. It's like, no, this I can't be associated with the scam.
Yeah, no. So what got you into like crypto specifically? Was there a certain coin? I mean, most people it's mostly Bitcoin at the beginning, but what brought you into that at the beginning?
Investing. I was into the stock market, and then I kind of wanted to dive into cryptocurrency and its potential. And I invested a small amount just to test the waters. And this was in 2016 when Bitcoin was trading under $1,000. And then
my God, I'm so jealous.
Yeah, then I started jumping in more. But I first heard of Bitcoin in 2012, and I think it was like $50 a Bitcoin. But back then, it was way too sketchy to buy Bitcoin. You'd have to wire money to some accounts online and just hope they gave you that money. So I didn't get into it until like several years later when I looked at Bitcoin, like, oh, the price went way up. I should have been buying it.
I mean, even $1,000 is okay. Like that's not bad at all. Because I think I have a friend who's really into. He always finds out these little sort of little things like Bitcoin and sort of different things that are popping up. And he told me about Bitcoin when it was like $1, right? And I'm just like, he's like, just put $100 in there. And I'm like, I don't want to burn $100. I mean, it's stupid to think of that now, but I don't know. So I would say 6 months to a year ago, I really started to look seriously sort of into crypto. And I think it's
too.
I think it's right now is even a pretty good time, right? It's things are kind of low right now. And so what I did was I got in. I know a few guys that are doing pretty well, and I got into that, and I kind of sold my stuff. I made a pretty, not huge money, but I made a little bit of money. And then I sort of pulled that out before the crash. A friend of mine was talking about Chia. I don't know if you're familiar with Chia too much, right?
I've been trying to figure out how Chia makes money, but it just seems to lose money.
Yeah, yes. I mean, it came out. So we were talking. He was talking about Chia, and he's like, it's a new one. You can farm it, and then I'm like, oh, you can't even get the GPUs or whatever. And he's just like, no, it's hard drive space. And I said, you know what? I've been rolling the dice. I've been doing all right. So I took some money out, and we put a little Chia farm together, and it's going all right. And then after that, everything crashed. So I would have probably lost most of it. As I think I sold like XRP at like $1.80, and
that's really good.
The other one was Ocean. I had that. It was almost at $2, and then now they're like it's like 40 cents or something. So I mean, I think it's pretty cool. I think I don't know much about it, but I figured I missed the Ethereum and I missed the Bitcoin and I missed everything. So I'm like, let's roll the dice. And honestly, I don't know that much about it, but we got not so little, a reasonable sized farm, and we're farming Chia. So we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, I know a lot of hard drives sold out like in the US because a lot of people wanted to farm Chia. But my problem is trying to understand where the demand for that hard drive space is coming from. Like they have to be selling it. Yeah, so I couldn't find out how that was happening. So I did not invest in Chia or start up a farm because I do like the idea of setting up a farm and putting your machines to work for cryptocurrency. But it seemed a little too sketchy, so I didn't jump in.
I mean, I thought the exact same thing. And then the reason that I did it was because I missed out. I always miss out because I'm like, oh, no, fuck it. I'm not going to do it. And then like, I could have had Bitcoin at $1, and now it's, it went up to 65 grand. And
are you still friends with that guy who told you to buy it at $1?
Yeah, I did. And I don't know how much he bought. He bought some, but not that much either, because we were both kind of broke at the time. And he's like, just put $100 in. And I'm like, man, $100, and now it went up to 65 grand. And I think it's like 35 or 40 right now, but it's just taking a dip. I'm guessing it's going to go to, to 100 or whatever. What do you think about that?
Long term, I think it's great.
Long term,
a lot of South American countries are making that a national currency, which is big.
And how's that even a thing? That's crazy. Yeah.
Because I think they want to get away from the US dollar because the US dollar is getting printed like crazy. So those other countries that are pegged against the US dollar are their currency is also getting devalued just because of all the printing. So
that makes sense.
So having a global currency like Bitcoin is big for Bitcoin. So long term, it's going up. At least that's what I believe.
I think so too. What do you think about, there's always the people that are like, oh, the government, as soon as it gets big, it's just going to shut down Bitcoin. Is that even a possibility?
It's not really that possible. Right? I mean, they didn't shut down BitTorrent. They didn't shut down like offshore tax shelters. Like companies are still getting away with this. And they could stop it if they wanted to, but they don't.
Yeah, I mean, I think I read something a few months ago that said in the last, I think, year and a half or 2 years, the U.S. has printed 40% of like all the money that's been printed in the U.S. like in history.
It's really high. Yeah.
It's kind of crazy, man. It's kind of crazy. It's a bit scary, actually. Yeah, yeah.
But if you're investing in crypto, it's a great time, just because if they're printing that money, people don't want to hold US dollars. They want to buy something so that money doesn't get devalued.
Yeah. Do you have any other sort of favorite coins or something like that?
I have a few, but those are hard to recommend. Like,
okay.
I see a big future for a lot of them, but I don't like, you know, saying
this is not financial advice.
Yeah, exactly. It's always risky giving that
of course.
advice. It's always, I like things that grow, that are building something, that have a customer base, and that will be around. Like, I can't recommend anything that's been around for less than a year, just because we don't know like how they'll do. Like, any coin that has made it through the 2018-19 crypto winter, and if they've been developing in all that time, those are the ones I believe in and can recommend. I do like platform tokens like BNB and KuCoin, just because they have a user base, you know what they're building, and they're building a lot of different products around decentralized finance as well. And they're creating these self-sustaining ecosystems for crypto users that revolve around either their token or similar tokens to fund and use for the transaction fees within those systems. So I do like anything that has like a real business model.
Okay. So like BNB, for example, blew up when from when I started. I would say it was around 200, and then it went up to 600 or 800 or something like that. I mean, right now everything's taking a dip, right?
Yeah.
But BNB was massive, right? Like things like that are crazy. You know, it's pretty cool. I think I started with crypto.com. I mean, you know more about that, and I actually ordered that Visa, that crypto.com credit card, because it looks so cool. That was probably like 3 months ago, and I still don't have it. It's like, what's going on? You know, I'm trying to message them and get no response. But yeah, I mean, it's not a huge deal because right now with COVID, business sucks anyways, so I won't be investing very much. But yeah, I mean, things like that. I saw you have a whole section on credit cards and stuff like that. So have you talked about that one? I know you did the BlockFi, right?
Yeah. So BlockFi is coming out with a real credit card. The card from Crypto.com is a debit card.
It's a debit card, sure. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, the debit card has some good features like Spotify, Netflix, Hulu, I think. But it's really not that great because you have to put down like $40,000 worth of tokens to get those features.
Yeah. I mean, I did the basic one, but there was some super platinum black whatever card that was like, it was in the millions or something, and I thought, wow, that's to get 10% back or 5% back or something like that. It's So I thought, okay, you know what? I'm using this one. I use a lot of credit card with the restaurant. I'll order it up. So I put some money in on the Crow, and yeah, we'll see how that goes. But I still don't have it, so I can't say anything about it.
So my problem with that is that even though you have those tokens, I don't think you earn any rewards for having those tokens besides those benefits, right?
Yeah, no, I think you basically, I mean, you get the cash back as a percentage of Crow tokens.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think they're staked, but you have to keep them in there. And as soon as you unstake them, then you lose all your benefits, right? I think you don't get anything. Yeah. So with,
something
like that. Here's
something like BNB, they have like, I think it's like a 5% interest rate if you put their coins up in their BNB vault. And
that's
KCS.
Nice.
Yeah, for KuCoin they do about 7%. It's all based on like the trading volume within that exchange. So I'd rather have that interest rate like $40,000 making 5% rather than like a subscription to Spotify or Hulu.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I mean, check this out. We got a comment. Dogecoin to the moon. William Liang, how you doing, my man?
That's a tough one.
That's a tough one. Huh? Have you seen the Dogecoin Millionaire videos? Like that guy?
Yeah.
What do you think? I want to know your opinion on that. Yeah.
It's not positive. It's not a positive opinion. But
well,
he is a great representation of the new investor market where they kind of just jump in based on hype rather than like what what the fundamentals are. I mean, they say fundamentals, but I don't think they really look at like what the coin does, what its potential is. It's really a meme coin. The owner of the coin doesn't even have any Dogecoin because he sold it all to put a down payment on like a Honda Civic like 6 years ago.
Yeah, that's pretty. It's pretty unbelievable. I mean, after Doge was blowing up, right? I think Elon, right?
Yeah,
there we go.
Elon caused it to go over a penny.
There you go. In Elon, we trust. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, Elon, and then there's like Shiba Inu, and then there's like baby Doge or something. Like it's crazy. All these coins that are popping up just because of this.
Yeah, I mean, and people jump into it.
Yeah.
I won't invest in any of them because as you've seen from that video I made, anyone can make its coin. Like there's no value to it. These coins are just really good at marketing. So since there's no technology, since they don't have no business partners, the only way for that coin to go up in value is to promote it like crazy. So these are just really good marketers, if anything. And Elon, the biggest one, he has the most influence. If he didn't even talk about Doge, it would not go over a penny.
So how do like the real coins, let's say like Bitcoin, Cardano and Ethereum, how do they go up? Like I know like yeah. Like how do the big ones go up? Because I know the meme coins, it's all hype and stuff. And, but like there are actual like real life uses for things like ocean, right?
Yeah.
Stuff like that. How do those go up and down?
So it depends on like the demand for it. So Bitcoin, it's deflationary. There is a hard cap, and the exclusivity of having a Bitcoin, since there is a finite amount, that's what its big purpose is. It's a source of a safe source of I guess investment. I forgot what the exact term is for that. And for Ethereum, so many things run on Ethereum. It's on the ERC20 network, a majority of decentralized finance. So if you want to interact with any of these smart contracts, do any of these decentralized finance, anything running on ERC20 is going to require Ethereum. So Ethereum is the gas to run all of this. It's kind of like having a computer and no internet. You need something to provide to connect you to that world. So Ethereum is connecting everyone to that.
Like so that's why the Apple Store or something. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's why that can go up in value. And there are some competitors in the space. Binance is one of them. They have BNB coin, Binance Smart Chain, and that's why I made a video where you can make a coin on Binance Smart Chain for less than $2. Whereas if you did that on Ethereum, that might be about $70.
Okay. I mean, like if somebody were to make a coin, let's say I make a coin, I make an Eddy's Cantina coin. I mean, what are we doing? Like how is it going to go up or down? Is it just there? Like,
yeah, you have to create
what's the point?
For it. Yeah. You have to create demand. That wouldn't be too hard to do. I see a lot of people doing NFTs, especially with either concerts or sporting events. You could probably sell like Eddy NFTs where like, if you own this NFT, every time you come here, you get a free taco or 10% off.
Okay. Well,
that'd be like an interesting way to do it. Yeah.
Like a VIP NFT. Oh, we could do that. Yeah. That sounds good.
Like a special release. And people would have to buy that off other people. And you could even set up royalties on it. So anytime someone tries to buy or resell it, there would be either a royalty between 1% to 30%. That's like the max limits on royalties on NFTs.
Oh, beautiful. Oh, I like that. That's a good idea. Very cool. Very cool, man. So stepping back a little bit, what was the original reason? You were saying like you're doing crypto and all that. What was the original reason that brought you to Taiwan?
Oh, I just love the food. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Favorite Taiwanese food? What's your favorite?
Hot Star chicken. That's the thing that got me here. I was like, dang, this is really good chicken.
Really?
It was like $2. I was like, what? This is a whole meal.
It's like this big, right?
Yeah. It's like super tasty, like spicy sauce, spicy powder.
Okay. So that's funny because I also like the food. I have a food story real quick. I can't remember where we went to a place where there was no foreigners. They said people travel through, and we went in. I was there with my wife, and they looked at me and they're like, "Oh, hey, we have gongbao jiding." I mean, they're speaking Chinese to me, right?
Oh, okay.
And they're like, "Hey, we have 我们有 gongbao jiding," and I'm like,
What's that?
You talking to me? Like what? And they're like, oh, you know, foreigners like gongbao. They love gongbao jiding. Every time we have a foreigner, first thing they order is gongbao jiding, and I'm like, okay. I mean, I love gongbao jiding, and they're
I
just
don't
like,
know what that is
yeah,
though.
gongbao is the kung pao chicken. Kung
Oh,
pao
okay,
chicken,
okay.
right?
Got it,
They're
got
like,
it.
oh, gongbao jiding, right? They're like, oh, every foreigner comes in, they get kung pao chicken,
Yeah.
and I'm like, oh, okay, cool. So, but I mean, you know, foreigners, different countries, and we're chatting about foreigners. I'm like, well, you know, different. My family's Mexican, and this and that and that. And she's like, oh, okay, cool, cool, cool. So, well, what can I get you? And I'm like, gongbao jiding. So, because it's good, man. I
It
mean,
is good.
I love spicy food, the kung pao chicken. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I'm pretty. I'm a big food guy. I like food. I like to make food. I like to go out and find good food. And in Taiwan, I mean, you can find some good stuff, man, for sure. I love it.
Yeah.
And in Taipei, you're able to find you know, good Indian food.
Yeah.
You know, some pretty good burgers. You know, some good Mexican. You're able to find American, you know, barbecue, brisket, stuff like that. I mean, some of the stuff I tried here, I come from a really small town, and some of the stuff I've tried here, I've never tried anywhere else, you know? So, I mean, I fell in love with things like Indian and American style, like slow and, you know, low and slow brisket, stuff like that. I love that. I'm a big
Where
food
do you go
guy.
for a brisket in Taipei?
So I like Baba Kevin's, right?
Oh, yeah,
You know Baba Kevin's? Yeah, Baba Kevin barbecue. I'm also a big fan of a friend of mine. His name is Tom. He does pop-ups. He's Texas Tom barbecue. So Baba Kevin's, Texas Tom, fantastic. Whenever I'm in those areas, I will always swing in there and grab.
Okay.
I love their pulled pork and all that stuff, but brisket is like, yeah, I love that. I love that stuff. I've heard some other ones, but go for it. Yeah.
Oh, my favorite is in Nehu, Ed's Diner.
Yeah, fantastic. Yeah, that was the first one. So the very first one I tried was Ed's Diner. I hadn't tried any, and I went in and I was like, I've heard of this brisket thing. So I ordered some. This was way back, and it was pretty good, man. So whenever I'm in Nehu, the first thing I think of is Ed's Diner for sure. I mean, I love good food. Yeah, I mean, they even like sort of roast their fries or whatever. Even the fries are good. It's pretty awesome.
Everything. Yeah.
Yeah. So you came here from where?
Los Angeles.
Yeah, from the States, from LA. So
yeah,
you came from LA.
So I was actually traveling for a while. Like I've been to 65 countries now, and it's all because of the credit card hacking. Where oh what?
Hey, what lost me at Ed's Diner? Come on, man.
You gotta give me some recommendations. That if it's better than Ed's.
Baba's Kevin's is pretty awesome though. I've heard of some other new ones popping up that are supposed to be pretty good, but I'm pretty tight with Texas Tom. I'm pretty tight with Baba Kevin.
I'm gonna look up Texas Tom. I tried Baba Kevin's. I thought it was okay, but the experience was kind of weird because I had to eat in the basement, and it's like you kind of.
Understand? Okay, yeah. Okay, so you got cut off. So credit card hacking, Los Angeles.
Credit card hacking. That's basically when you sign up for a bunch of credit cards, fake spend money with multiple different ways to do that, and then you accrue a bunch of frequent flyer miles and hotel points. So I did that for like 6 years, where I was just traveling everywhere, and just had a bunch of different experiences. I tried Taiwan, but I didn't have that great of an experience because when I went to Taiwan, I was doing the super touristy stuff, and I was eating at the mall because I didn't know where to eat. So I come to Taiwan another time with one of my friends that's Taiwanese, and then he takes me to all the cool local spots. I'm like, what? This food is good.
Yeah, for sure.
One of the other things is I had a bug bite, and my arm kind of blew up because I'm pretty allergic to bug bites. And I went to the emergency room in Taipei at NTU Hospital. And the whole experience was amazing. I got in and out in 45 minutes, and they gave me medication, and it cost 1,500 NT.
Yeah.
That's $50 US. I would have been in an American hospital for 10 hours and $10,000 US.
Yeah, no, I mean, I'm from Canada, so the medical system is pretty good there. But I have a lot of friends from the States, and I hear these stories all the time. But even as good as Canada's is, still Taiwan's I think is the best. I mean, you can go to the dentist for $5.
Yeah,
it's what? You just
so good here.
Walk in there, you're like, this is what, really? Yeah. In my hometown, I mean, there's not very many dentists, so you got to book 6 months in advance, and if you miss your appointment, you're just screwed. But here it's just every corner there's a dentist, there's a doctor, there's a skin doctor, there's acupuncture, Chinese medicine. I love all that stuff.
In
Yeah, it's
America,
great.
they close at 6 o'clock. Like you have to take the day off to actually go there. Here, you can go after work if you need to.
No, for sure. I'm here. You can go on your lunch break,
Yeah.
zip in there, and you're good to go. You know. Yeah, I think I came here. I don't know how long you've been here, but I've been here for about 20 years. I didn't plan on that, obviously, but every time I go somewhere else, I feel more at home here than anywhere else. Man, it's crazy.
Yeah, because it's safe.
Yeah.
You aren't really worried about people robbing you or ripping you off.
Yeah.
That's just one of the biggest things. And the public transportation is amazing. So it was just a big win for me just to be able to take a long. I was actually taking a long vacation, and then I just decided to stay in Taiwan.
Bro, I've been, you know, I've been to obviously Canada, Mexico, Taiwan. We actually went to LA for this for sort of a business trip thing. And it was the first time I'd been to LA. I have to say I did like LA. LA was nice.
What year?
This was 5 to 6 years ago.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Was it good or bad then?
It's
the
better.
only time.
The homeless situation is like out of control.
Rough, right?
Yeah, it's like out of control now. Like you can't go to a public park. It's now like an encampment.
So I don't know. I mean, I didn't see any of that. So what I liked was, you know, you go there and everyone's like, oh, you know, when you go to LA, there's lots of Mexicans. There's lots of Mexicans. There's lots of Mexicans. So all of a sudden, you go and people are opening the doors. Everybody's speaking Spanish. It was like a night, like a different version of Mexico. It was beautiful. I loved it. I was speaking Spanish everywhere. I got to try some good Mexican food. I got to try a lot of really cool things, and it was expensive for sure. Like LA was expensive, but I had a pretty good experience. I only went for a week. We stayed at a B&B place in close to Venice Beach.
Oh, okay.
You know, we got there and we were renting this little place, and the owner said like, hey, you know, this is your first time in the States. We said first time in LA. They said, what's the first thing you want to do in LA? And I said, In-N-Out Burger.
Oh yeah.
And they're just like, what? And I'm like, they're like, no, we got like Venice Beach there. We got this, we got that. I'm like, oh yeah, I no offense, I don't care. I want to go to In-N-Out Burger. Yeah. And then I'll have my burger and then we'll think about things. And they're like, yeah, there's one kind of 10 minutes away. And they were kind of like puzzled, but being a Mexican restaurant owner here and having a lot of American customers, the one thing that everybody raves about is In-N-Out Burger. So
yeah,
that was top of the list. I was like, I got to try that In-N-Out Burger because got to try it. Everybody's talking about it. And it was really nice. It was good. It was surprisingly cheap. It was like the only cheap meals that we had in LA was In-N-Out Burger. We were there for like a week and we probably went like 4 times. It was all full of Mexicans, which was awesome. So they had these like pickled like peppers there. Like I think they were either banana peppers or jalapenos. And I was just like, it was great. I was like my burger and it was crazy. I loved it. In-N-Out Burger. It was like $3 for a burger. It was ridiculous. It was so good. I loved it. Yeah, definitely. I mean, I haven't tried Shake Shack or any of the other ones people recommend, but In-N-Out was fantastic, man.
Yeah, I really miss In-N-Out. I was looking like, oh, how do you franchise an In-N-Out? And maybe I could do that while I'm here in Taiwan. I looked into it. You can't. It's like a family-owned business, and it's because they do heavy quality control to maintain that In-N-Out taste.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, man. I've actually heard a lot of people try to, but yeah, it's a small place, and I think that they're only in California. They might have spread since the last time I checked. Yeah, a little bit of spreading, but I mean, yeah, people say it's the best. So I went to try it. I loved it. I bought a shirt. I got my In-N-Out shirt, and I'll wear it. I'll rep it. It's good, man. I love good food, and LA was great. I loved that there was Mexicans everywhere, and everyone was speaking Spanish. It was cool, man. It was a really cool experience. I don't know if I could live there. It was pretty expensive, but I mean, you know what? I had a good experience there. So yeah, there's that. I love it.
Yeah. But for me, overall, Taiwan, way superior.
For sure.
For the cost of living, the quality of life. Yeah, I can't. It's hard to go back. I'll go back and visit, get some In-N-Out, get some Mexican food. But you know, I've made my decision.
I come from a really small town, and there's not even a McDonald's there. There is an A&W now, which is better than McDonald's. I like A&W. So yeah, I mean, there's not much going on there. So most people, you work at sort of the smelter. It's a great town. I love it. I don't want to say anything bad about it. It's great, but there's not that many jobs. You got to work at the at one of the few like aluminum smelter factories, supporting sort of service business. It's great. I love it. Shout out to Kitimat, BC. I love it there. I do miss it, but yeah, I mean, I've lived there. I've lived in Nanaimo, Vancouver Island, also very nice. I've lived in a few cities in Canada. But you know, obviously I've been to Mexico. My family's from Mexico. Also beautiful. Also love it there. But yeah, Taipei, man. I mean, when I go somewhere and then when I come back, I land here and I feel like, all right, I'm Taoyuan Airport. I'm like, okay, I'm home. I love it here, man. It's the best place in the world for me. The idea was to come here first, maybe check out China, Korea, all these other countries. I still haven't gone to China. Sorry, but I don't get that much time off, and I always hear shady things, and I'm like, I want to make sure it's going to be nice. So I will try it sometimes. I haven't been to the Philippines yet. I always hear good things about that. I've been to Korea. I've been to Thailand. I can't even remember the Okinawa, Japan. So it's nice, man. You can just kind of zip over there. It's cool. I love this area.
Yeah,
I don't think I'll ever go back
within Asia.
Yeah. So you came here. How long ago did you come here? Did you decide to be like,
at the end of 2018? So I was taking a year off of work to try living in different cities around the world for a year, just because
like
I'm kind of tired of work. Yeah, just I don't know, midlife crisis. I just I just wanted to try something else. Sure. So Taiwan was my first stop. I was going to stay here for 2 months. Met a girl, started dating her. Things were going well. Stayed longer. Married now.
All right, beautiful. Okay, that was my next question. Yeah, no. So I think that happens a lot. You know, we come here, we meet a beautiful Taiwanese girl, and then we're like, you know what? I think I might stay, and we do stay. So you're doing your YouTube channel full time, yes?
Kind of partially full time. It's okay. It's really part time. Full time, I still have another job with a company, and then I'm helping them with their social media. I'm also partnering with some crypto companies where I'm helping them with their educational content. So it's been pretty busy. I kind of neglect my channel a little bit more than I should. But I'm still trying to find that balance and trying to optimize things so I can do more in less time.
So if you guys are curious, in the description below, you can check out Full Value Dan. It's awesome. He's got some really good content on there. Yeah, I was actually pretty pumped that when you commented and we started chatting and you're like, oh, I actually been to your restaurant. I thought that was really cool because I actually watch your videos, and then you were watching and you said, hey, I've been to the restaurant. That's cool. It's a small world. Yeah. I think that, so when you're talking about helping other places with their crypto, is that sort of overseas, the crypto content, or is there something in Taiwan?
Oh, no, it's not in Taiwan. It's remotely, and just kind of like, all right, this is how you could present this information better. A lot of them just kind of need help trying to figure out like, okay, what kind of message are you trying to send out to people?
I mean, what do you think about the whole scene in Taiwan crypto wise? I mean, most of the people that I know, they don't know much about it, but then sometimes there's like this underbelly where somebody mentions, Cardano is up this, and then all of a sudden these ears pop up and everyone's like, oh, Cardano. Yeah. Oh, you do crypto. And then all of a sudden talking about Bitcoin and Cardano and Ethereum and all that. So what do you think about the scene?
I have Taiwan? No idea. I haven't heard anything. I don't really socialize that much.
Okay.
I tried the one of the crypto Facebook groups in Taiwan. It was just all spam, so I got nothing out of it. I had to get out of that.
Some of those groups are bad, man. There's a lot of I mean, you leave a comment in a group, and all of a sudden they're like, "Hey, join my Telegram and do this and that," and you're like, "Does that work? Like, what who is going to go in there and join a Telegram and be like, you know what? Here's $1,000 US. I mean, who would do that? Like, is there people that actually do that?
I think some people fall for it because it's a working business model that's repeated over and over.
It's crazy because, I mean, when you see these stories of people getting ripped off and this and that, you feel like you kind of feel bad, but then you feel like, what are you doing? You're just going to like give someone $1,000. It's crazy, right? I mean, I don't even know, right? It's weird.
Yeah, it's just, I guess it's too easy, and people are just too trusting at first, and that's kind of how you learn fast about, like, oh, there's a lot of dishonest people in crypto.
Yeah, I mean, I think that somebody was comparing it to MLM that I was talking to.
It kind of is, yeah. It's like, buy into this, you'll get rich, and then they remove all the funds and dump the coins on you.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, I mean, I've also tried MLM and stuff like that a few times, and you know what? The products are usually pretty good, but you know, as soon as you mention, especially in Taiwan, you mention MLM to somebody, they're just like, "Oh my God, I got burned on New Skin," or "Oh my God, I got burned on Herbalife," or something, and then they're just like, they don't want to talk to you, man. It's crazy. It's crazy, bro. Yeah, bro. So hold on. So you've been here. What's the long-term plan?
Probably just continue living here.
Okay.
Working online, investing. Yeah, life is just super comfortable here. Might get a dog. Actually, was gonna go to Banqiao Pet Shelter. Just because we're in the city, we could use, like, we can only take care of a small dog. I was actually working with Pack Sanctuary while I was in Pathway. They do awesome work there. There's a lot of big dogs that need help, but I can't help them in the small apartment. But I did foster 2 dogs while I was in Danshui, just training them to be adopted, making them like very city ready. They were like street dogs, and you know, they had to acclimate to being in a building with an elevator, the process of going outside, going through doorways, just like little things that they needed help being trained on.
Yeah, I actually knew a lot of the founder and a lot of the people that work with the pack. Yes, I mean, it's cool. It's good stuff. I'm actually thinking about getting a pet for my daughter, and I love dogs, but the problem with that is we're so busy. Like, we're pretty much always working. So the reason we don't have a dog is the dog would just be at home for like 12 hours a day by itself, and that's tough for a dog, I think. So we're looking at some. I mean, every animal needs attention, of course, but something that's going to be a little bit less, I don't know, dependent. I don't know. Yeah. Like, I think my daughter's 9. I mean, we only have one kid. We're probably going to stick with just the one. I don't know. We're thinking about a rabbit. I really don't know much about animals, man. So, yeah.
If you're interested, they do have this like fostering program where you kind of train them, and it could be short term or long term, and that's kind of like a good way to gain that experience. But they're all big dogs, so it's kind of more work than a small dog, of course.
I actually I like big dogs a lot. It's tough for me. Like, I grew up with dogs, you know, Canada, front yard, backyard. You always got a dog with you. So just here, it's tough. So it's tough to get them out. You know, you're going to go home, and sometimes we work like 10, 12 hours. And then it's like, okay, we got to go home. We got to take the dog for like an hour walk. And you're just like, I can just picture it being rough, you know, but we got to do something for my daughter, man.
Yeah. In Taiwan, I've never seen dogs taken care of like as well in any other country. They're in carts. They're super well groomed. The dog culture here is very interesting.
My mom, when she came here to visit, she was shocked to see like men with the little poodles or the little strollers and stuff. She was just kind of like, what is going on here? And I said, that's just how it is here. You know, they push dogs and strollers. And even my daughter's like, but wouldn't the dog rather walk?
Yeah.
I said probably, because dogs like to run around, you know, but
I think it's because they don't want the feet to get dirty when they go back home. I think that's the reason behind it. Yeah, every time me and my wife go out and we see a stroller, we try to race each other to guess dog or baby. So every time we're out, we play dog or baby when we see a stroller.
Yeah, no, it's funny. It's 50-50 here, man, especially with the birth rate and stuff going down, man. It's crazy. It's crazy. Do you have any favorite YouTube channels that you watch to sort of be like, hey, like crypto channels or any other kind of channels?
It's mostly Coin Bureau. He's really good.
Okay. Yeah, he's good for sure.
That's where I get the quality content. I've tried some other people, but it seems too shilly, where they're like, oh, join my Discord, oh, take on this course, and I don't like any of that.
It's tough because you see some and you think, yeah, it could be cool to join this guy's course, but I don't know. It's tough. I mean, ideally, you know, you take some, like, so we do the restaurant, obviously, right? So obviously not right now. We don't invest because right now everything sucks. But I mean, we would love to invest because the market's low. But right now, the restaurant with the whole COVID level 3, it's probably 50% down. I mean, it's pretty shitty. But usually I would take a little bit, you know, of the profit, and then I'd buy some coins, and I'd do some research and stuff like that. But I never ended up buying any of the meme coins because I had a hard time. It's tough. It's high risk. I mean, and it's not a big deal. I would never invest anything like that would jeopardize, you know, like I would only invest what I'm okay to lose. So when I pulled it all out and we did the chia farm, I thought, okay, let's just roll the dice. And if chia blows up, that's great. If not, you know, it is what it is. But I don't know, man. I think it's a pretty cool thing. I think that the crypto is something fantastic. And how would you compare crypto to like stock market? People keep telling me, oh, you like crypto, you should do stocks. But I always feel uncomfortable, maybe a little bit intimidated with stocks. But crypto just seems so easy, you know, just jump in there and do it.
I think that's why the majority of people have been joining crypto, because it's pretty easy to get started. It's 24 hours a day, so you can just, you know, trade anytime you like. And to get started, it's not as difficult as the stock market. The stock market, you need to set up an account that has to go through a lot of verifications. You have to figure out what stock you want to buy, and you have to research that company. And the research between companies is a lot more comprehensive, but I think the stock market is more reliable as far as news information and being able to predict what's going to happen in the short term and long term of the company. Like TSM, Taiwan Semiconductor, I'm invested in that just because there is a semiconductor chip shortage, and I think TSM is sold out for the next 3 years, and they are the only ones developing like the 2-nanometer chips, you know, smaller chips, faster processing, smaller devices. So I look at things like that too. I do have my portfolio split up with crypto, stocks, and some like DeFi staking, yielding, and stuff like that. It's kind of all over the place, but I just want to make sure I don't have all my eggs in one basket in case something collapses.
Well, that's kind of, I mean, as a restaurant owner, you do really have all your eggs kind of in one basket, and that's why we slowly were like, well, I was like, you know, we got to do something else, and that's why when the chia thing came up, I thought, you know what, let's just try it. So yeah, I mean, I think it's good to diversify, and ideally, if things are going up, you know, multiple sources of income. That's what they all talk about, right? So, I think it's pretty cool. I think it's beautiful stuff, man. And I think more people should try. And I think some of the coins are like a penny, you know, like not even a penny, like 1/10 of 1/10 of 1/10 of 1 penny.
Yeah, like you
I think you put $100 in there.
But those are the higher risk ones. You can set any coin supply you want, and that's what a lot of the scammy coins do to kind of manipulate someone into thinking like, oh, this is an early investment, the price is really low, and they'll just throw some money at it. So that's a common thing you'll see with meme coins. They'll have an incredibly high coin supply. If the price is super low, there's a reason for it.
I mean, you could buy like 250 million Shiba Inu for like $200 or something like that. I can't remember, but yeah, I mean,
you could have a 1 quadrillion Eddy coin for $2 just by making it. Yeah,
let's do it. Let's do an Eddy coin. Yeah, I'm gonna drop we'll do a quick rapid fire. I'll mention a coin and you tell me what you think about it.
Okay,
cool. All right, we'll start with obviously with the big ones, right? Bitcoin, right? What do you think about Bitcoin?
Up, going up.
Fantastic. Bitcoin, always good. Ethereum, of course.
Up.
Okay. Cardano, ADA.
Oh, questionable. I think I'm probably against the crowd here, but I think it's going down because they don't really have a lot of network transactions. They don't have a lot of people using their network, but they're valued at over like $60 billion, and it doesn't really make sense that valuation is that high for what they're doing. So I think that one's a risky one, just because the per coin price is really low. People think that, you know, it's still early to get in, but if you look at the market cap, it's incredibly high for having something that not a lot of people are using.
Okay. Wow. Okay. Yeah. Usually everyone's like, "Hey, Cardano." Yeah. What about XRP?
Very similar there.
Okay.
They're in a lot of trouble, and they're doing something that a lot of other coins can do, and a lot of other like networks can do for cheap. So they don't really have anything that's just what they can do, and that's something that they specialize in. Because XRP was initially a way to move money fast between different parts of the world, but we see a lot of other coins that can do that too. So they're in for a lot of competition with these newer coins.
Okay. What's the XRP is kind of like the corporate sort of a bank one, right?
Yeah.
And then the equivalent of that would be like, I think Solana, right?
Solana, yeah.
So what do you think of that one?
Way faster, and it has more uses because you can use it around smart contracts. So there is a lot more hype there. I would say XRP is a gamble, and Solana long term they're doing a lot, especially since they are partnering with their FTX exchange. They're going super heavy on advertising, especially in the US. They recently signed Tom Brady, this football celebrity.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So Tom Brady is now has a stake within FTX. So since he is a part owner, he's going to be very aggressive in marketing it. So his stake goes up.
So all the football guys are going to be like, "Hey, Tom Brady, let's buy it," right? Yeah, yeah. Mm-hmm. Ocean.
I actually don't know much about Ocean. There are a lot of Ocean coins, so I would probably be confused about which one you're talking about.
Okay, the Ocean protocol, like the data, about that data sort of one. And monetizing data. That's okay. VeChain.
VeChain, they've been around for a while. I don't think they've cleared their all-time high from like 2017. They do tracking. Potentially, it could go up, but there are a lot of other coins that can do that too. So it depends on the market. I think it's like a 15 billion market in tracking. Tracking goods, and I think they have like a 6 billion market cap. So there might not be a lot of potential there to go beyond that.
Okay. Wow. All right. Cool. What about Litecoin?
Litecoin is a tough
kind of a weird one. Yeah.
Yeah. It does run on its own blockchain. It's one of the older ones. It's just not that interesting to a lot of new investors. I like it though, just because it's like cheap. It's really, and it's fast. But there are a lot of coins that can do that too. So I would say that's just an okay one. I would not invest in it long term, since there are other coins with higher potential.
Okay. Dogecoin.
Not a fan. Not a fan. That's high risk. You'd really rely on Elon Musk to market it like crazy.
Okay.
And it has a huge market cap, even though the coin price is maybe 30 cents. Having like a 50 billion market cap is really big in cryptocurrency.
Yeah,
so
for sure.
The upside is kind of a very low compared to the risk of it dumping. And that's a coin that can just be continually produced. They mine like 5 billion Dogecoin every year, and I think it has a 118 billion supply at the moment.
Oh my God, I didn't know that. Okay, wow. We'll do a couple more. Chainlink.
Chainlink. Oh, Chainlink is awesome.
Chainlink's okay.
Chainlink is awesome because you have to use Chainlink to use these data oracles. These data oracles live outside the crypto blockchain network. So basically, if you want to see like what is the general price on CoinMarketCap and all these other exchanges for this coin, you could use Chainlink oracles. And you have to use multiple oracles because, if one oracle is attacked, which means it's like a data center, and they manipulate the price there, then you could have some bad data. So you have this network of data centers that say, this is the price of Bitcoin and all these exchanges. So it comes to a consensus about the price, and then that helps against like price manipulation and coin dumps. Like I think we saw that with a couple of these DeFi hacks, where they weren't using these data oracles, and it's really easy to manipulate the price within one of these DeFi exchanges. And the future of these data oracles will just make crypto smart contracts even more complex and evolved. So I really think on the future side that we will see a lot more complicated, more in-depth, more robust smart contracts with Chainlink.
Wow. Okay. You like that one. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
good. Chainlink's a good one. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Last one. What about Pancake Swap?
I like it. I do think that will go up in price because
Okay.
a lot of people love using Binance Smart Chain because the fees are significantly lower than on Ethereum. You could do trades for like 11 cents. And
Yeah, that's
I
nice.
like what they're doing. But if, let's say, on Matic, they use their quick swap platform, that's actually 0 cents. It costs less than 1 cent to do
Oh,
your
that's
trades
nice.
there. If that starts to pick up steam, I think a lot of people will move over from Binance Smart Chain to Matic.
That's hold on, give me a sec. Yeah, no, that's cool, man. So the Pancake Swap, the Sushi Swap, all those things, kind of same deal.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but some of them can only run on certain platforms. Like I like what Sushi Swap is doing, but the price is still pretty high. Even though that has a lot of growth potential, you might, if you want to take on more risk, you could go with one of the smaller platforms.
Okay. So, what is your, let's say your plan, your next 5 years in Taiwan, your 5 year plan for Taiwan? You've been here for 2, you said, right?
Yeah.
So, what's your plan, next 5 years?
I don't know. I haven't really thought that far ahead. Like I'm pretty happy where I am at in life.
Okay.
Might get a bigger
what
place.
else can you ask for?
Yeah, I can't ask for anything else more. Yeah, I'm doing well. I'll probably just exercise more. But that's kind of hard with like the gym's closed, and you really shouldn't be walking around too much right now.
Yeah. Has your life changed much since the whole level 3 lockdown?
Not too much. I was planning on exercising more and going out more. Yeah. I really was looking forward to summer to use the pool, especially because, you know, if you have any complex that has a pool, those pools are only open in the summer in Taiwan. And I'm like, oh, I'm going to miss that opportunity with this lockdown.
That's a bummer, man. Yeah. We actually went. So I have a 9-year-old daughter, and we actually go to hotels once in a while, the whole family, but they got to have a swimming pool, right? Because that's like, especially for a kid, it's just like you could sit there all day and they'll just, you know, they'll play in the water all day. Beach is great, but I mean, if you can get a nice hotel with a nice pool, it's even better, I think.
Yeah.
And so I was about maybe a month ago. No, I mean about 3 weeks before COVID. So it was still cool, but it was nice. It was nice outside. So we booked a hotel in Nehu. We just zipped over on the scooter. We went there last summer. Great swimming pool. It's called the Victoria, right? So we went there and we went in and we booked it. Everything was good. Went into the hotel and we're like, hey, you know, what time does this swimming pool open? And they're like, oh, it opens in June. And we're like, what? But the weather's great. Like, what are you talking about? They're like, no, June. So, I mean, it was tough because my daughter was so bummed. And I thought, oh my God. I didn't even think to ask because it's sunny. You know, it's nice. Like, weather's good. Like, let's go swimming. But yeah, it was a bit of a bummer. So that kind of sucks that, you know, you can have this swimming pool and people will only open it for like 2 months of the year, which on a tropical island,
I think
that's kind of crazy.
I heard there's some kind of law where there has to be a lifeguard and they don't want to hire a lifeguard for the full year.
Oh, that makes sense. Okay. They don't want to make, that makes sense. Yeah. Beaches are good too. So hopefully, I mean, what was it today? 55 new cases, which is not too bad because usually,
which is
good. Yeah, because usually Wednesdays it kind of goes back up. So maybe by next week, hopefully we'll be in the 20s. That'd be fantastic. And then maybe level 3 we'll get out of that soon. We'll be able to do some more in-person stuff, and it'd be good, man. I mean, our life was a little bit different because, you know, restaurant, as you can see in the background, you can't open. So we're driving all over the and all over, let's say, Nehu, Taipei, Beito, dropping off food, and we were making tamales. We're doing, you know, crazy stuff, but it's been all right. I mean, we're sort of foreign owned. Like I'm you know, the main owner here, so we don't really get any government help. So we had to really hustle. But so far, I think we're doing okay. I mean, we're not really making anything. We're kind of coasting by, and if it's 2 more weeks, that's okay. I mean, I'd like them to keep it closed until, you know, it's certain that we don't have to. I'd hate to open up and then like in 2 weeks shit blows up again, and then we got to close again for 2 months. So I mean, keep it closed until we're solid, and then that'd be nice. It'd be nice to get back to normal, take salvage some of the summer, and I'd like to get out to the beach, man. Put a weekend out at the beach. It's all I'm asking for, man. It'd be good.
Yeah, that's ideal. I can wait for that. Like, I want them to close it one time. Yeah.
I mean, I'm a business owner, and every day they're closed, that hurts us financially. But I also want them to keep it closed until it's certain we can open up again. Hopefully that's sometime we're in July. No, we're not in July yet. Hopefully that's sometime in July. We can open it up slowly. I mean, we got to get back to normal, man. And I can't imagine the rest of the world doing this for like 15 months or a year and a half. That is unbelievable to me.
Yeah, we were really lucky here in Taiwan.
Very lucky. We almost got away with it. And, now people are getting vaccinated and stuff, and we're very close, but it's okay. It helps us appreciate, things more, I think. Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, brother, do you have anything you want to add before we call it, or what? It's been about an hour already. Time flies, dude. Shoot. Yeah.
Everyone eat at Eddy's and buy his new NFTs that gets you something at his restaurant.
Yeah. You know what? Let's hook up and let's do I'd love to do that, man. I mean, even just for fun, I'd love to have some NFT VIP stuff. I actually want to do, I want to be able to accept crypto as payment. Why not?
Binance Pay.
Binance Pay.
Yeah, so you have to have a Binance account, just like even a personal account. It provides you a QR code, and then you can accept any cryptocurrency that Binance has available. So they have a lot of different cryptocurrencies. People can just scan your QR code, and then they can pay the store.
Really? Oh, that's cool, because I was looking at different things, and I mean, we're in Taiwan, so we actually, I use crypto.com, which is obviously not Taiwanese, but I also use like BitOEX, and it's good. It's all connected. I heard good things about MyCoin. So we tried some MyCoin, and they rejected me right off the bat because I'm a foreigner. Right. And then my wife went into it, and they're like, my wife's local, and they called her, and my wife's like, whoa. She's looking at me. She's like, what is this MyCoin thing you signed me up for? Like, while the person's on the phone. I'm like, hey, that's that crypto thing. I'm like, just be nice to these guys. And they're like, what? And they asked her all these questions. My wife, who knows like zero about crypto, they're asking her all these questions, and they're just like, what? And my wife's like, yeah, I don't know. And then you get this email like 2 minutes later. It's like, rejected, and you're banned for life. So it's like, what the hell? My wife got banned for life. And I mean, we emailed them and a long thing, and they're like, well, we could unban you. But I thought, you know what? I'm like, I'm going to use BitOEX. So, F you guys, right? That's like, what? You're banning us for life? It's crazy. It's ridiculous. But yeah, man. So Binance Pay. All right. I'm going to have to, I actually do have a Binance account. I use the crypto.com one because it's like the beginner version. It's so easy to use. And the Binance one, you open up, and it's like futures and all this crazy stuff. I'm blown away when I open that up, and I think, shoot, what am I going to do with this? But okay, Binance Pay, I'll look into that. Because I'd love to accept it for sure. Very cool. Yeah.
That's the way to do it. I do the same thing. As a U.S. citizen, you don't have as much access to the crypto world as the rest of the world. So I have my wife sign up for things too.
Oh, that's beautiful. And last question. Crypto taxes. I saw your video on that, but crypto taxes, I know they're big in the States now, right? Or they proposed it to be like 50%.
They're going to try and stop it. And you just have to avoid an exchange that does KYC, where they report your taxes to the government. So it's really not that hard to get around it, at least right now. Yeah.
Okay, beautiful. Yeah, because people ask me, and I'm like, I don't really know. I don't think you have to pay any tax. And then people like hear that thing, they're like, no taxes, and they freak out. They're like, ugh. So yeah, crazy stuff, man. But dude, I appreciate you coming on the show. Once we get back to normal, I'll definitely have you here. We'll have a couple beers, we'll have some wings, some tacos, and we'll definitely do some more chatting. I would love to pick your brain about all the coin stuff. So Binance Pay, I'll definitely dive back into Binance and get that sorted out.
Yeah, sounds good.
I appreciate it. If you guys like this episode, check out Full Value Dan. Description is down below. Check that out. This guy's got really good videos, and I've been watching them, and I was pleasantly surprised when you were actually you're in Taiwan. Oh, you've not only in Taiwan, you're in Taipei, and you've actually been to the restaurant.
Yeah.
And that's awesome. I just thought that was really cool.
Taiwan has a lot of value.
Taiwan's a great place, brother. Yeah. Anyways, thank you guys for watching the show. This is episode number 91. Daniel Arreola. We're getting close to the 100th episode. Catch you guys next week. Thank you, Daniel. Full value Dan. Description is in the below. Appreciate it, man. Talk to you soon, brother. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.